Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you guys how to minimize your ping and your packet loss and just overall performance in Valorant. Now I know having packet loss is a common issue for a lot of people. Even I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore because I did these steps. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of it. So there's going to be a few steps, so just make sure you follow along. And if this does help you, leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 10k by the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. So first thing we're going to do is run a speed test. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this. This won't like do anything to your ping. It's just seeing what you're working with at first, just to see if it's either a network issue or it's with Valorant. All you got to do is make sure your servers is on the proper one and then click go. And you can do this for your phone as well, like just see if it's like your PC or like I said, your network in general. So just see what your download is. Mine's obviously fine. But yeah, if yours is fine and you're still lagging, then hopefully these steps will help you here. So just wait for that to finish and then do your upload as well. And when this video is over, when you're done all the steps, you can come back and compare your speeds. So yeah, this is what I finished with, 271 download and 230, which is honestly really good. So I have nothing to complain about. But if it's anywhere above like 30 for download and like 10 upload, you should be fine. That's what I used to play on. But yeah, closer to that and make sure you remember those numbers for later. All right, so the first step is going to be something really simple. Basically all it is just making sure your PC is updated. So just go into your settings here and then go over to Windows Update. And if anything is here, click download and install. And if there's nothing there, click check for updates just in case. Sometimes when you do click this, more show up. So make sure to update your PC. Probably like weekly. You don't have to do it all the time, but it's good to just be on top of it just in case like some new bug fixes come out. So make sure your PC's up to date. If you have to restart your PC, just pin this video, come back to it, and you should be good. Or you could just save it for the end of the video. So just keep that minimized in the background. And one more thing that's pretty similar to that is making sure your graphics driver is updated as well. So if you have an AMD card or an NVIDIA card, this is pretty similar, but I have an NVIDIA one. So click in your little system tray here, click GeForce Experience, or you can search it up in the little search bar. But open that up. And once that's opened, this is what it should look like. If you're on the home thing, just click drivers on the top here. And if you have an older version, you can scroll down and see what version you have. But the newer version that you haven't installed should be here. And it should show Express Installation or something like that. So just make sure you do that. When you do it though, click Express Installation. Your screen might go black for a few seconds, but it's nothing. It's just installing the new drivers, so it's all fine. You don't have to restart your PC when you do this, but you can just probably make it stable and stuff. But like I said, you don't have to. This is like takes maybe 15 minutes at most, so you could do it now or you could do it later. But yeah, let's just make sure your graphics drivers aren't really faulty and just up to date and stuff. Alright, so the next step is changing your DNS server. I can leave a link in the description for you guys if you want to get a list of the best servers, because I'm honestly not too sure, but I will give you the Google one, because I know the Google one is really good. So all you gotta do to get there is go into Control Panel, click on Network and Sharing Center, click on Change Adapter Settings, and this should show up, then just click the one that you have on. So right click it, click Properties, and this should show up. Yours might look different because you might be using a LAN cable. I'm using just Wi-Fi. Go till you find Internet Protocol version 4, which is TCP/IPv4. Click that, Properties. And as you can see, I'm using the automatic one because I have no problems with mine. But if you want to use a different IP address or a DNS server, click on use the following DNS server addresses. So click on that. I'll leave a link in the description for some. And you can just see what works best for you. Then when you're done that, click Validate Settings upon exit. Click OK, and you should be good. And then another thing, which is a third-party software you can download, which you can get a free trial for, but you do have to pay for it after that. It's called ExitLag, which basically just routes your internet to a faster connection, which you probably don't need if you get like under 50 ping. It's only really if you get like really high ping, but if that happens to you, get it. I have a video on my channel. It's like 2 years old, but I'll leave a link in the description for that as well, and you can check that out. There's also other tutorials, so if you don't want to watch mine, there's a bunch on the internet that you can use. Another thing is going into your settings and click on apps. Basically all you're going to do here is just uninstall apps that you don't use that are running in the background. I'll show you another thing in a second in Task Manager that'll help. Background apps as well. And just your PC boot time, but just scroll through this until you find stuff that you don't use and stuff that takes up a lot of resources. And as you can see like the gigabytes it takes up and everything like that. So if you want to uninstall something, click 3 dots. You can either click modify. I can't for this app, but modify, you can disable it, or you can just fully uninstall it. So yeah, like I said, just go through this whole thing. You might have a lot less than me, I have a lot, but disable whatever you don't use. And then the thing I was talking about was in Task Manager. So right click your taskbar here, click Task Manager, and yours might look a little bit different than me if you're on Windows 10, but it's fairly similar. Yours should be up here somewhere. Just click Startup Apps, and if you're on Windows 11, click this thing right here. And all you're going to do is just scroll through the apps here that you have enabled and disabled. So if you want to disable one or enable one, right click it, click Enable, and that's all you have to do. You can see the startup impact here as well, so underneath here you can see the high one. If they're disabled, I'm pretty sure it says none for every single one of them, so you do have to have them enabled to see the startup impact. Yeah, like I said, for the apps one, just scroll through this until you have everyone you don't really need anymore. And after that, make sure to do another speed test if all your stuff's finished, like your PC is updated, your drivers are. And if none of that worked, try uninstalling the Vanguard and just Valorant itself. That's what worked for me. Just to fresh install the Valorant, maybe install it somewhere else, because the files could be corrupt, and that should end up working. And if none of that works, it could be your internet or your PC, like hardware wise, but I doubt that's the case. But if this video did help you, then leave a like and subscribe.